Everyone, Miss Allison here. I hope you're doing great today and having a wonderful day. So we are looking now at the impact section of your project. We know that your essential or guiding question is, to what extent are we all witnesses of history and messengers to humanity? That's a really big question, and the goal of this whole project is to pick an individual who has used their experience, their life, whatever you want to call it, to be a messenger to humanity, to leave us with something to make our world a better place, or our society, or however you want to think about that. So now we're going to think about the impact this person has had. First, we need to know where they came from, what they experienced, what was going on in the world at that time, or still going on depending on who you picked, right? And then finally, the impact of this person, how they responded to those events. So what we're going to look at here is there's a couple different pieces. This is going to take you 2 days to work on. So I'm going to just go scroll through real quick, give you a moment to observe what you notice. Perfect. Okay, so good to take a moment, see where we're headed. The first piece here is going to be any other information that you have found in your research that talks about the impact piece. So we know, for instance, that Elie Wiesel wrote many things, Night being one of his more famous ones because of the story that it tells. And like here it talks about how he had 56 other books, but this one was really the one that stood out. So here is where this person that did the research here is listing the different elements or aspects that he wrote about and how it impacted the world. He left us with something more than just his story. He left us with some impactful pieces of literature there, okay? So here you'll notice that this person wrote different sentences on their observations as well as included facts from their research, all right? And then other accomplishments, we know that, again, Elie Wiesel was very well decorated and acclaimed by the end of his life, which was well-deserved, of course. And it talks a little bit here about the different prizes that he was awarded, different doctorates and, degrees and that kind of thing, honors that he was given. Okay, so other accomplishments, those are, again, impacts in the world that he had. These are probably going to be coming from your research. Okay, so I'm going to give you a moment to pause here. Think about this. This is day 1 when you're thinking about the impact section. What did your research inform? What can we continue to add? Okay, awesome. When you're ready, we're going to look at day 2, or your PEA. So, no surprise, right? We've been practicing this structure a lot. You're going to be doing some writing down here to talk about the impact. So we'll be using some of the resources that you have been studying for your evidence and thinking about, what is this person's overall impact? How can we answer that guiding question using our PEA format? So I'm not going to read this to you because you can read it yourself. However, you'll notice that this is in PEA format. And then finally, down here, Mr. Wolf did this one for you guys. He did a recording of himself reading out loud his PEA. We would like this to be a part of it, almost as if we were presenting this in class together. But take a moment to show us what your PEA is. He used WeVideo for this. There's other tools you can use, but that is our goal. This part's going to be the meat of your impact section. It's going to take a little bit longer because you have to really think about how to apply that question that we were researching and guiding towards in a PEA format. Okay? Awesome. There is a way to help you with this on your assignment sheet, so make sure you're using those resources, scaffolds, and structures there. At the bottom, you'll notice that this person added some resources and then a quote as well. These are linked to the different resources this person used and just some bonus ones they found that thought would be helpful, and then a quote. This is going to be probably the quickest part of your whole project. When you're done, you'll add these things quickly. The quote is not necessary, however, just adds some nice stylistic choice here. Totally up to you what this looks like down here. We do need to know where you got your resources, all right? So I know this one's a little bit longer. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, please let us know, and happy writing.